NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team taking on the Boston Celtics. With my partner, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Hawks coming into play. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Beasley to Kevin Huerter. Beasley to Trae Young. It's Tatum with the rebound. To Horford. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
That pass stolen by the Hawks. To Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. Gordon Hayward at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Beasley. To the rim. Lays it up and in. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Ah, the monster stuff.
Al Horford coming back to Atlanta has to leave the organization shaking their heads. Atlanta thought he was done. I thought he was done. Looks like we were both wrong. You don't know what you got until it's gone.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. That one. And a putback slam.
Ooh, establishing the glass early. But the defense has to be better at boxing out.
Now a steal by Atlanta. Deep left corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Screen coming. Irving to Horford. In the slam.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
And stuffs it home.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Has a look. The shot, almost. To Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass stolen by the Hawks. To Trae Young from long range. Yes, three-pointer is good.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Marcus Morris for 3. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Passed it off. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To Horford. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Trae Young. Hayward. Message received. Well defended. Teodosic with it. Lead stands at 7. Trae Young. Hayward the rebound. Deep three at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rozier into the front court. Right now, down 7. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Around the perimeter to Jaylen Brown. Fires the 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Hawks have it. Take stock of the floor. To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. To Rozier. To Jaylen Brown. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Teodosic with it. It's an 8-point lead. Runner here, won't go. Another follow, still no good. Hawks with the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Popped out. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Aaron Baines powers it through. The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Teodosic with it. Up by 6. To Kevin Huerter. Here's a chance from long range. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Tatum. Well defended. To Kevin Huerter. 4-3. And Boston has the rebound. To Hayward. Irving. Hayward. He was all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
That's off the side of the rim. Short. Kyrie across the timeline. His team down 9. Hawks have the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Kevin Huerter. Fires the 3. Huerter can't connect that time. To Rozier. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Irving to Horford. Beyond the arc for 3. Textbook defense. Trae Young and a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Beasley to Trae Young. Not that time. Kyrie Irving. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
From long range, knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That misses with a second to go. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Hawks absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing the Hawks have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. The Celtics may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third.
Game trap. Missed threes. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Irving brings the ball up court. For 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Irving into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Over to the right side. Baseline drive. Jason Tatum with the block. Lays it up and in.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. They need down. It's no good. Trae Young fires the 3. Ooh, he'll take that.
Woo. That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
Kyrie Irving. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there. And he finishes at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. To Horford. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Shot from the lane won't go. Brown into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. Trae Young. Won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Good look that time, but off the mark. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Morris. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Trae Young. fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his...
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Irving to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Here's Atlanta. Irving with the basketball. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Rozier rocking the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Teodosic with it. Lead stands at 10. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Into the front court, it's Irving. He'll run the offense. Now a steal by Atlanta. That ends the third quarter. The Hawks already pulling away. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Irving to Horford. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Gets it in the left corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Al Horford snares the rebound. Terrific vision. Tatum. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Can't connect from in close. To Hayward. To Irving. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
A pass down low to Beasley. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. For three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. To Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. To Hayward. Fires the 3, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
To Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. To Irving. Short jumper off the mark. To Trae Young. To Beasley. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Irving. Deep right corner. To Horford. You've got to get that one to go. Trae Young to Beasley. Michael Beasley with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Irving. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. The follow won't go either. To Beasley. And finishes strong. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. deep three at the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks came away with the victory in this one. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks. The Celtics couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Atlanta Hawks were definitely the better team with regard to long-range shooting, and it turned out to be quite the advantage. Their three-pointers were unstoppable.
Player of the game.
Young gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.